Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins at Metropolitan Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Bruce Robbins, whose record is 5-5 with a 4.15 ERA. And pitching for the Twins today is Chuck Rainey, whose record is 7-1 with a 4.95 ERA. And we lost a tough one yesterday. Morris did not have it. His first really rough start in a while. He couldn't get through 5. He did give up 5 runs in those 5 innings, 4 1/3 technically, and we just couldn't put any offense together. We had some people on base, but we could not close it out, and we took the loss. And because of that, we fell a half game back to 4 games. With 11 games to go. That's including today's game. And so it's like do or die. This is a 4-game series versus the first place Twins. And obviously every game is important. But we really need to take care of business here because we have the Yankees coming up next. And they will be most likely the first place team. So if we can close the gap, maybe win 3 out of 4, or even like sweep them, that would be amazing. Going into that Yankees series, that will be very, very important. And then we'll see the Rangers at home for our final homestand of the season, and then we wrap it up in this strike-shortened season against the Red Sox. So, it's going to be tough. I know it is, but we're only 4 games back, so we are in it. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone watching. Like and or subscribe. There will be a 1982 season. I will be taking a break after this season is over for a couple of reasons. One is I just need to take a vacation. Also, I want to make sure that when I start the 82 season that I have it exactly the way I want it, and I don't have it that way for this season. And the more I play this, the more I realize some of the tweaks that I would like to have to make it more fun to play, but also more fun in the presentation of it all. So I have ideas, and we'll see what happens when this season is over. So Bruce Robbins is on the mound. He's been great. He was a hard luck, no decision in his last start, and all of the bullpen is available except for Tom Filer, who actually closed out that game for Morris. And he went, I think he pitched 3 innings. He did give up that 6th run, but he looks pretty good. He could be a 5th starter, a possibility for next year, right there with Bryn Smith and Dan Petrie. Okay, lineup. It's going to be the same as it ever was, as Chuck Rainey, who is a righty, is on the mound for the Twinkies. That means we have our lineup in there versus righties. I have Reggie on the bench. I just would love to have him come in and be clutch and have a 3 home run game, but he just doesn't have it in him anymore, and we're going to be stuck with him. So there's our lineup, same as it was yesterday. Let's go ahead and do the official Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, and in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting third at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting cleanup in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting fifth and DHing is Jeff Leonard. Batting sixth in right field is Garry Hancock. Batting seventh and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting eighth at first base is Greg Brock. And batting ninth at third base is Tommy Brookens. All right, Chuck Rainey on the mound. He came over in a trade with Boston. Minnesota has basically traded their way into the playoff race from between last season and this year. They did receive Chuck Rainey, who's making his 11th start in a Twins uniform. He's 6-1, 7-1 overall. Really not that effective. A 5.23 ERA, but he's doing something right. Maybe it's the Twins offense. He's got 34 walks and 34 Ks. Opponents are batting .253, no complete games. He had one start for Boston, and it was a complete game win. And then they traded him. He didn't strike out anybody in that start. That's how many, I would like to know when was the last time someone pitched a complete game and did not strike someone out. We'll get the Brainiac Baseball home office interns looking that up for us. And I'll put it in the notes. Okay, defensive alignment for the Twins looks pretty good. Everyone above average. Average is 80 at any given position. And here is Rickey Henderson leading off 1 for 3 against Chuck Rainey. That must have been earlier this season as he ropes it to dead center field. And it's gone. How many times has Henderson led off a game with a home run this year? At least 3 or 4 times. That is his 12th on the season between Oakland and Detroit. And it's 1-0. Let's just tear this guy a new one right here. Ground ball by Sweet Lou. And the first baseman, Dave Bergman, makes the play. So 1 down for Trammell. Trammell in a big slump, really. But we can't take out our best hitter. Hey, base hit into left field. I hope that's the makings of a slump buster. I've had a few slump busters in my life. Let's hit and run here with Kirk Gibson. We've got to take a look at Engle and check out. Oh, it's a line drive to left. Let's take a look at the, that's a line out. Let's take a look at Dave Engle, see what his arm's all about. Oh, he is a noodle arm behind the plate. He's a 79, so he's below average. And why not? We're up a run. Let's see if Trammell, who currently has 15 stolen bases, let's see if he can get number 16 right here. Keep the pressure on, and he's gunned down by the spaghetti man, Dave Engle. So we're going to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Detroit. And here is the Twins lineup. Batting leadoff, playing shortstop, is Mike Fischlin. Batting second at second base is Dave Machemer. Batting third at third base is John Castino. Batting cleanup and DHing is Garry Roenicke. Batting fifth and catching is Dave Engle. Batting sixth in center field is Mike Hart. Batting seventh in right field is Gary Ward. Batting eighth in left field is Mike Anderson. And batting ninth at first base is Dave Bergman. Bruce Robbins, the lefty on the mound. Let's take a look at his log. He went 8 innings, he gave up 2 runs, and the bullpen just blew it. He gave up only 1 run, no earned runs in his previous start, and the bullpen blew it. So that seems to be the trend. Maybe we need to let Robbins just close out the game himself. He has pitched really well here down the stretch. I mean, you can see on May 31st, he had almost an ERA of 9, and he's cut it more than half. So he is 5-5 with that 4.15 ERA, 44 Ks and 80 innings pitched. He's got a 254 opponent's batting average. He does have his first complete game of his career earlier this season. So let's take a look at the Tigers defensively, same as you've ever seen it. Maybe we work Glenn Wilson as a defensive replacement at right field if the game gets out of hand later. So Mike Fischlin leading off, batting .347 versus lefties. That's why he's in the game. And a base hit to center field. Runner on first. Not a great start as Dave Machemer, former Detroit Tiger. In 1979, he played for the Tigers for a bit. And then Robbins throws a wild pitch, moving Fischlin into scoring position. Base hit scores a run here. Ground ball to short. Fischlin holds. Machemer out at first. So 1 down. Next up is John Castino. I believe he was co-Rookie of the Year winner in 79 with Alfredo Griffin. Ground ball to third. Brookens tosses him out. 2 down. Garry Roenicke, the only player in the lineup that's got double digits in home runs. He's got 11 on the season. And Robbins saws him off, pops it up, and the play is made by Brookens for the third out. So the leadoff base hit goes nowhere. And we go to the top of the second. Here's Jeff Leonard leading off with a walk. That is only his second walk on the season. He had one walk against 17 strikeouts, so that's an anomaly there. Let's hit and run with Garry Hancock, who I looked it up a little earlier today. He's actually been a really steady. I mean, he doesn't have the home runs he had last year, but he's basically maintained this batting average all season. And he'll be a free agent at the end of the year. We're going to let him go and give right field either to Leonard or to Glenn Wilson. But he's been very helpful. He was our team MVP as Parrish hits a ground ball to first, moving Leonard to third. That's going to leave it up to Greg Brock, who, what was it? He's reached base 5 times in a row before he finally got out yesterday. He rips it to right, gets down against the wall, Leonard scores, and an error on the right fielder. Gary Ward allows Brock to take third base, and it's 2-0 Detroit. So with 2 down, Brock's on third. Here's Tommy Brookens. Ground ball to third. And John Castino boots it. Back-to-back errors. Brookens is safe. The run scores. No RBI on that. And, I mean, maybe one of the best defensive third basemen in the game. 97. I don't think we've seen higher. So that's pretty impressive. Unfortunately, he bobbled the ball, and Brookens was safe, and the run scores. So we're back to Henderson, who led off the game with the home run. He flies out to center field. And that's going to end the inning. Tigers put another couple runs on the board. It's 3-0. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Here's Dave Engle leading off. He goes down, gets it, and flips it to right field for a base hit. Runner on first for Mike Hart. He's a lefty, batting only .189 versus other lefties. Robbins gets Hart to pop it up to Lou. There's 1 down. It's going to bring up Gary Ward. He had that costly error, and he strikes out here. That's only the first strikeout for Robbins. And here's Mike Anderson. I will look for a card for him. But, I mean, that mustache is awesome. That guy is a creeper. He's hanging around the malls. 2 down. Mike Anderson's up, and he pops it up. Right on the first base chalk line. Doesn't even tell you who caught it. I'm just going to pretend that it was Greg Brock. We go to the top of the third. Here's Sweet Lou leading off. Batting average down to .248. That's going to go a little lower as he pops out to short. Play made by Fischlin. 1 down for Trammell. Trammell had a base hit his first time up, and he grounds out to third. 2 down for Gibby. Gibby hasn't had a home run in ever. Pops it up to second base. So that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom of the third with Dave Bergman, one of my all-time favorite Tigers. Batting ninth, playing first base. Came over in the trade with Houston. Also in the trade was Mike Fischlin. I love this baseball card here. I could have picked a professional card to represent Fischlin, but I just saw this one. I'm like, this is amazing. These Toros uniforms from the Astros AAA system are fantastic. That must have been from 77 or 78, because eventually he was traded to Cleveland, and that's probably where he was most known for playing. At any rate, 1 down as Bergman strikes out. That's 2 Ks, and then Fischlin comes up, and he's now 2 for 2 against Bruce Robbins. I don't think he liked me calling him Fish Lips. Next up is Dave Machemer. Ground ball to second. Tigers turn 2. 4-6-3 double play. We go to the top of the fourth. Jeff Leonard leading off. He walked, and he walks again. What is going on? Did he get contacts on his off day? Let's take a look. That's 3 walks against 17 strikeouts. That's insane. Well, we'll take it. Hey, it worked last time. Let's hit and run with Garry Hancock. Oh, what? Caught stealing. He must have got picked off because he didn't throw a pitch. Lame. Leonard caught stealing somehow. And Hancock comes through with a base hit. That figures. So we have Hancock on first with Lance Parrish up. Parrish has 7 home runs in 17 games. And he'll take a strike 3 looking. So 2 down. Hancock on first for Greg Brock. Brock had a base hit first time up, and he pops it up on the infield, right past the second base bag on the shortstop side. Play is made. We go to the bottom of the 4th. John Castino leading off against Robbins. Striking out Castino. That's number 3 on the day. Next up, Garry Roenicke. Roenicke! Oh, man. He crushed it. Home run into the right field bleachers. 372 feet, 12th on the season. And it's 3-1 Detroit. Next up is Dave Engle. That pitch was so far outside. And he hits a ground ball to first. And Brock steps on the bag. 2 down. Here is Mike Hart. Every time I see the name Mike Hart, I always think of Bart Simpson calling Moe's Tavern, asking for Mike Crotch. That's the 3rd out as Mike Hart grounds out to second base. We go to the top of the 5th. Twins got on the board with that long home run from Garry Roenicke as Tom Brookens grounds out to first base. His average down to 221. He's just so good defensively. His fielding average has gone up quite a bit, actually. As Henderson gets a base hit into center field, it's a 50-50 shot, and he gets thrown out every time. No. Why? Why would I do that? Why? Okay, so runner on first, that's Henderson. There's no point in trying to steal. That's why you do it. Sweet Lou into the gap. Henderson scores from first. And Whitaker has an RBI double. That is his 17th double on the season. So 4-1, 1 out. Here's a chance for Trammell to give the Tigers a bigger lead as he walks. 3 walks for Rainey. First and second base, 1 down. We're going to double steal. That's right. You heard it here first. Gibby's up. Everyone's running, and everybody is safe. There we go. So a double steal. That is Whitaker's 8th, Trammell's 16th. Runners at second and third for Gibson. 1-2 count, and he takes a strike 3 looking. Come on. It's going to leave it up to Jeff Leonard. He's walked twice. Who's that? I don't even know anymore. And he grounds out to the pitcher, and that will do it. So we do get another run on the board. And we pulled off the double steal. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-1. Gary Ward will lead off. It's 7-8-9 is what I meant to say. Up this inning, and Ward will fly out to left field. Gibby makes the play. Next up is Mike Anderson. Looks like he just got off the Boogie Nights set. Popping it into short left field. Trammell made the play. And then Dave Bergman. Oh, gets a ground ball past Brookens at third. And he's got himself a double. Nicely done. So 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup with Mike Fischlin, who's 2 for 2 against Robbins today. Oh, speared by Brock at first. And that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. We're going to take a look at the in-game stats. Henderson, 2 for 3 today. with a home run. Whitaker. I mean, Henderson, I guess we have to say, might be the player of the game so far. As Gary Hancock, 1 for 2 on the day, steps in against Rainey, top of the 6th. And he's got himself another base hit. Nice, consistent game from Hancock this season. Runner on first. Here's Lance Parrish. Oh, man, he strikes out on a slider. 3 Ks now for Rainey. 1 down, runner on first for Brock. Brock hits a tailor-made double play. Yep. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-1. Bruce Robbins only had 59 pitches. Dave Machemer leading off with a base hit to left. 6 hits now against Bruce Robbins. We're going to keep an eye on him here as all these righties are coming up here in a row. Castino grounds it back to Robbins, who spins and gets the lead runner at second base. Castino safe at first. And here's Garry Roenicke. This guy actually scares me a little bit. 1-2 count. And he hits a high fly ball. That's going to stay in, right? Oh, it dies right at the wall, but deep enough for Castino to tag from first. That's some serious hustle. I don't think that would happen in real life. I think he would have went halfway, maybe wait for it to carry him off the wall. Dave Engle, ground ball to second, and Whitaker tosses him out. We're going to the 7th. Tommy Brookens will lead off the inning. He's 0 for 2. Chuck Rainey's almost at 100 pitches as he walks the number 9 hitter. So Brookens is on first. We're going to let Henderson swing away. He's 2 for 3 today. Oh, he pops it up. Play is made by the first baseman, Bergman. And that's going to do it. They're going to bring in a lefty here. They're going to bring in John Martin, future Detroit Tiger, making his 17th appearance. No record, 2.87 ERA. He's a rookie this year at age 25. He's got 18 Ks in 37 innings pitched. He does have 4 saves, has not blown one. He is not happy. He likes to throw the ground ball, and his fastball is very hittable. Okay, so Lou Whitaker, who is 1 for 3, got an RBI today. He has that double earlier. We got Tommy on first. Lefty on lefty. He crushes it. It's gone. Get out. Yes! 426 feet. Whitaker, that is his 12th? Yes, it is. So he's got 12 home runs this season. And we're over 100 home runs as a team now, which is pretty impressive. And Henderson's got a little bit of a challenge here for player of the game. So 1 down, it's 6-1. Alan Trammell. Whoa, he just gets it blown right by him. Dialed it up for that one, 88 miles an hour. It's going to lead up to Gibby. Gibby doesn't hit lefties well. 179 as he pops it up, and the second baseman, Machemer, makes the play. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We have a 5-run lead. I think we can let Robbins go one more. There we go. Starts it off well. Striking out Mike Hart. 4 Ks for Bruce. Gary Ward hits a line drive right at Trammell. That's 2 down. And Mike Anderson. I can't look away from that picture as Anderson hits a ground ball to Trammell. And we're going to the top of the 8th. It's 6-1. Here's Jeff Leonard. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks today. Skies it to left center field. Oh, it's going to fall just short of the wall. 1 down. Next up is Gary Hancock. We're going to take out Hancock. He doesn't hit lefties. We're going to bring in Glenn Wilson. who wants to stake a claim to that spot in right. We're going to let him get a pinch hit here. We're up 5 runs, better defensively anyway. And a base hit into left field. Glenn Wilson trying to prove his worth. Runner on first. Here's Lance Parrish batting .286 versus lefties. Oops, I thought I pushed it. There we go. Base hit to left field. Wilson holds at second. We got a little rally going here. First and second now. 1 down for Greg Brock. Brock, well, he's got to learn to hit lefties. He's batting .286. What is that, 2 for 7 probably? Oh, ground ball to second. Oh, they can only get Parrish at second base. So it's first and third for Brookens. Now, Brookens does not hit left-handers well for a right-hander, but there's always the first time. Base hit into center field. Glenn Wilson scores. We are going to hold Brock at second base. It's 7-1 Detroit. Next up, Rickey Henderson. Henderson skies it into right center field where it dies. And that's the third out. So we get another run on the board. It's 7-1 Detroit. Defensively, are we all right? Yes. Okay, everything looks good. I mean, Bruce Robbins is at 82 pitches. He's got a lefty here, then a bunch of righties. So we're just going to play this by ear. Is this ERA under 4? It is under 4. That's amazing. Okay, so let's see what happens. Oh, he walks him. Okay, never mind. That's it. So we're going to pull Robbins before it gets out of hand. And we're going to bring in Dave Patterson, who's kind of become our setup man here. We like Dave Patterson. As I mentioned before, we have a brand new card representing him. This is the only card he had in the majors. And it happens to be a card, a rookie card, shared with Joe Beckwith and Mickey Hatcher, also current Detroit Tigers. So this is his 19th game, 1-2, that 2.25 ERA. He's got 10 Ks and 20 innings pitched. Opponents are batting 194. He's getting the job done. Let's take a look at his splits. Righties are only hitting 209. Lefties, he's crushing lefties even. That's a sign of a good pitcher. And he's going to face Mike Fischlin to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Oh, no, and he walks him. Okay, got a little mini rally going here. Tiger pitchers are starting to lose the plate. A pass ball moves them up. Those runs don't mean anything at this point. 2-2 count. And Machemer hits a fly ball to right. That'll score Bergman. Fischlin advances, and it's 7-2. So runner on third, 1 down, as Castino hits a sky-high fly ball to left. You don't run on Gibby. Oh, he runs anyway. And it's 7-3. So a couple sac flies on 2 walks and a pass ball. Once the pass ball happened, they were going to score no matter what. So there's 2 outs. And then Garry Roenicke is going to pop it up. Let's hope that Brookens makes that play. Yes, okay. So we go to the 9th inning. It's 7-3 Detroit as Twins get a couple on the board. They're going to bring in another left-hander. This is Mike Noonan. Noonan. Okay, yeah. So this is his 20th game. 2-4, 3.74 ERA. 9 Ks and 21 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .253 with 3 saves and 1 blown save. You know, I haven't said this in a while, but a lot of these cards are created by Jeremy DeYoung. I had him commission these works for me, and as an artist, he built these baseball cards specifically for my game. This is one of them. And, I mean, there are players who play every day that he made, but even, like, relief pitchers he built for me who maybe only get to a couple games a year against the Tigers. And, I mean, a lot of hard work. He's well compensated, believe me. But in addition to that, I mean, just a really great job. I probably haven't mentioned his name in a while because he hasn't made anything new for me in a while because I don't really need it as we're coming close to the end of the season. But I just wanted to throw that out there as how much I really appreciate his hard work as Whitaker Gets a base hit into center field. He's got 3 hits on the day and has moved into the lead, I think, for player of the game. Don't forget, he's got a home run. He's got a stolen base. So what is that? A shoe and a shot. Runner on first. Here is Alan Trammell. Nobody out. Crushes it to left field. Falls in for a single. Whitaker moving on the play. Slides into third, and it's first and third. Nobody out for Gibson. Man, Gibby, he's 0 for 4 on the day. He is due, but he does not hit lefties. We got to let him swing away. Strikes out, no harm done. Just an out. So let's hit and run with Jeffrey Leonard as Gibby goes 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. It's rough. And then Leonard pops it up. That's just not fair. So it's going to leave it up to Glenn Wilson. Got a pinch hit single, scored a run, and a ground ball to second. So Tigers cannot capitalize on a couple of base hits to start off the inning. We strand the runners. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 7-3. It is not a save situation. I'm not feeling super great about Patterson, who gave up a run. I think we're going to have him pitch to Engle, though. They've never faced each other. And a base hit to center. It could just not ever go easy, can it? So we're going to take out Patterson. We're going to bring in Pat Underwood, our lefty setup specialist, occasional closer when the situation arises. 40th game, 5-4, 284 ERA, 21 Ks, 38 innings pitched. Opponents are batting 218. He's got 5 saves, 4 Blueies. Runner on first. Here's Mike Hart batting 175 versus lefties. And of course, he crushes it. Never goes easy. So we're going to bring in our closer, Tom Hume. Hume has been horrible. Let's take a look at how horrible he's been. Take a look at his log. Gave up 2 runs. Those were unearned. That's with Alan Trammell. Gave up 2 runs. Gave up 1 run. He's not been good. We need him to suck it up here, though. He's got 7, 8, and 9. Nobody out. As the score is 7-5 now. Strikes out Gary Ward with authority. Oh, Mikey Henderson. 0 for 3 on the day. Ground ball, base hit past Whitaker. That is just absolute garbage. We need to guard the lines now. This is serious. Stakes are high. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. It falls in. And Bergman, the tying run, is on second base. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, we have to intentionally walk Fischlin. Okay. So we're setting up a double play. We're guarding the lines. This is serious here, folks. Ground ball to first. Let's turn 2. Oh, no. Only 1. And it's coming down to John Castino. Oh, my gosh. This is serious. I'm stressed out a little bit. I don't have any alcohol near me. So it's first and third, 2 outs. Tom Hume, the season is riding on this at bat versus John Castino. Everyone's playing straight away. A 3-run home run walk-off in the 9th. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the season right there. Tigers lose 9-7, and Bruce Robbins, he has got to be pissed. Wow. That is a heartbreaker. Tigers lose 9-7. Well, we're still only 4 games back as the Yankees lose. We had our chance. I mean, we could have been 3 games back with 10 to go. I mean, it's asking a lot anyway, but still, I mean, we would have been in reach or 3 games back. Oh man, I am just absolutely devastated by that. Another retiree, Jerry cram it in your cake hole. I'm a little upset right now. And then Claudell Washington, last year's MVP, out for the rest of the season. Tom Seaver out the rest of the season. So the Yankees are going to be without their starting right fielder, even if they do make the playoffs. So, all right, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Player of the game is going to be Lou Whitaker. I mean, Tom Hume, come on. I mean, it's too late now, but he's definitely got to lose his role as closer. And look at the bullpen. Patterson, Underwood. Tom Hume gave up 4 runs in the 9th inning. Ashley scored 6. Oh, God, that is cruel. Whitaker hit his 12th. Henderson his 12th. Bruce Robbins. Oh, man, a couple caught stealing in there. Yep, this game, it'll get you like that. Mike Kinnunen. I shouldn't have called him fish lips. That's probably where I went wrong. 4 RBIs for John Castino. That's going to do it. Well, tomorrow's game 100 of the season. So with 10 games to go, it's going to be close, folks. I appreciate you following along, like and or subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow with game 100. Until then, everyone, have a great night.